With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
Justin Tucker set to boom this one away. And we are underway from Arrowhead. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now Jackson. They'll set up a screen for Dillon. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. Right away, they rack up 10 yards on their first play from scrimmage. First carry now for A.J. Dillon. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. They go play action now. Jackson. And the Chiefs are going to get him. It'll go in the books as a 7-yard loss on the sack. And it's 3rd down. To throw is Jackson. Being chased out left. And he wisely will throw that one away.
That was their first 3rd down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key 3rd down throws.
On to punt now, Anger, as he boots this one away. A call for a fair catch, and it's made at about the 23-yard line. Just 34 yards on the punt there, no return. And they will take over 1st and 10. They'll start by running the option to the right. And this will go as a gain of 7 as he gets it to the 30-yard line. So the 3-time Pro Bowler Javon Kearse with a tackle there.
And you get selected for that game because you are a consistently dominant performer. And that's what he is. We always think about him being a pass rusher, but he can play the run as well. A guy that you just have to game plan for every week.
A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down. Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice steady gain.
They stick to the ground game on 1st down. It's Williams. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Second and 11. And now Jackson will look to throw it. Flush to his right. He's got his tailback, Ricky Williams. And he's got another 1st down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 45-yard line. Last play, they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards.
That turned into a very well-orchestrated play right there. Going to work his way out of the backfield to the right, and after he looked it in, he found plenty of space to roam and picked up big yardage.
So now 1st and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory at the 45-yard line. No gain there as he kept it himself at 2nd down. Play action. It's Jackson. Got a man open. It's Darren Waller. And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 24-yard line. Last play, they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards. On the counter, here's Williams. Terrell Suggs in on the tackle. No score after one on EA Sports. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. They'll go option to the short side. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8. That last play backwards a yard. And not a lot of success to be found there.
Oh, you got that right, partner, because if you're trying to make guys miss about 10 yards or so downfield, that's a pretty good play. But if you've got to do it in your own backfield, I consider that a problem. That doesn't work too well.
Meanwhile, on 3rd down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete.
But that was certainly an aggressive call and an aggressive play. Instead of just going for the first down, took the shot in the end zone, went for the touchdown.
And on 3rd down, they said, forget about the sticks. We want 6. Now Justin Tucker's out to try the field goal. It's a 39-yard attempt, right hash. Tucker's kick is good, and the Chiefs are out to a 3-0 lead. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. This one a little slow to get cooking. Just a 3-0 scoreline as they begin with a 1st and 10. A throw left side to start the drive is complete. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards.
And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus. And indeed, he gets enough for the first down.
The offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted. So a little bit of a stiffer challenge now. 1st and 15 following the delay of game. Jackson. Throw left side, taken in by Hill. And he's corralled at the 40, but not before picking up 8. Throwing again on 2nd down. Jackson dancing to his left. Looking left sideline, incomplete.
I think he could have scanned downfield forever, but there wasn't anything available. Ends up throwing an incompletion, and I think he'll take that.
That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit. After the delay, they're backed up even further for 3rd and long. Now it's Jackson. Eluding the pressure right. Open man, Lamb. It's complete. And he is going to have the Dolphins first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
We talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a first down.
Second quarter, 2 minutes remain. 3-0 our score. 2 first downs have them up near midfield now on 1st and 10. Jackson now. Sliding out of the pocket. And his throw is incomplete.
Nice progress down the field was halted by that incompletion. They could try for some safe yards here to get things moving again, or keep throwing it and pushing it downfield to try and pick up bigger yardage.
And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
They're putting together a drive here in the final minutes of the half, but the coverage has been tight all game long, and they certainly want to keep them off the scoreboard here.
To throw again is Jackson. Escaping the pressure right. And that is incomplete. Oh, he did everything but hold on to it. But a nice play defensively, and now it brings up 4th down.
Like what I see so far out of this defense, because they've been showing their best coverages on 3rd down. So far, only allowed 1 conversion on a handful of attempts. One area of their game plan that they've executed to perfection.
Now, meanwhile, they go for it on 4th down, and my goodness, incomplete. Boy, a real head-scratcher there, and it'll be a turnover on downs. So just shy of midfield, they tried it, didn't work out. What did you think?
I thought that they should have punted the ball well. Should have gotten rid of it and played defense with better field position. Look, I'm as aggressive as anyone wanting to go for it on offense, but in this situation, it doesn't.
First half.
I don't know that there's any risk. I mean, what's the reward for your risk here? I would not have done that. My only explanation is this coach, he may want to be up here in the booth with us. We may have a 3-man booth starting next week if he keeps up with those decisions.
And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
Flushed out right. This is Smith with a grab. It's so close, he gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. They'll try and run. This is Williams. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
So they're backed up to the 3-yard line, 2nd and goal. Williams will try again. And he gets halfway there down to the 1-yard line. The 2nd down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there. Now the Dolphins are going to halt the action here. It's a timeout as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. And he's going to take it into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Lamar Jackson keeping it himself from a yard out. And the Chiefs will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and the lead grows to 10-0. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. Jackson from the shotgun. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
My first thought is surprise, because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
And that flag accepted. And now after the delay of game, they're operating behind the sticks, 2nd and 15. Now it's Jackson. Flush to his right. He's got a man. Complete. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A gain of 32 that time.
We see this happen so often. If you're a defender, it's like watching a bad movie over and over. The pressure's good, forcing the quarterback out of the pocket. But it's a lot to ask for these defenders to stay plastered to receivers long enough. And sure enough, they let a man come open, and the connection leads to a big play.
And now again, the play clock's going to run out on them. And they'll accept that penalty. Now they need 15 yards on this series after the delay of game. 1st and 15. Here's Jackson. That is caught by Lamb. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. The end result, 21 yards. Jackson. This one into the hands of Kittle, the tight end. Shifts by him. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. The Dolphins going to take their second timeout, as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. They give it off here to the tight end. And this will result in him losing yardage. Back to the 3. So they're backed up to the 3-yard line. 2nd and goal. Jackson now off the bootleg. Rolling to his right. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Nick Bolton. And the Chiefs are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line.
And as we've seen, points have been precious so far, and they just threw some away on that snap. And look, let's face it, as we advance further into this game, that play will be on the minds of everyone who's watching it. They wonder if this is the turning point. Is this the spot where those points were given away and could cost them a ball game?
All that remains is to snap this once, and that'll do it for the first half of play. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Ready for the start of the 3rd quarter. The Chiefs have the lead and set to receive the football. This one fielded at the 5. And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line. KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And they'll begin by running the option. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. He'll pick up 7 there on the first down keeper. Now that's what he can do, when he keeps the football. It's not a huge gain, but it shows how hard it can be to stop him.
Yeah, and I thought the defense had that one pretty well contained. And in fact, they probably came up and felt pretty good about what they did. Then they looked up and realized he still got good yardage out of it. He's a tough guy to stop.
A give to Williams, running right. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That one good for 12 yards into Kansas City first. I really enjoy watching Lamar Jackson run those RPOs, Charles, but I'll tell you what, it's tough calling play-by-play because you don't know whether he handed it off or kept it.
Makes you focus, doesn't he? You've got to try and stay with it, and even when we do, we often can get it wrong because our eyes naturally go to him because he creates big plays. But if you're a runner and you're playing with Lamar Jackson, Aren't you happy? He creates so much concentration on him. It should open up things for you.
And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. Stopped in his tracks and given a loss on that play by Patrick Queen.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
They go play action with Jackson. That one complete down the field to Smith. And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 39. 23 yards the pickup there. So now 1st and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory at the 39-yard line. Up the middle, it's Williams. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
2 yards on the carry there, and it's going to lead them to 3rd down.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
Well, they need to get to the 29 if they want to pick up a first here on 3rd down. Throwing is Jackson. That's caught by Waller out left side. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. And this is off the left upright. And it comes back. It's no good. And the lead will hold at 10. So distance not the issue there. He had plenty of leg to get it there. It's that darn upright getting in the way.
Always gets in the way of a good time, doesn't it? Because he hit it square, too. Sometimes you can bank one in if you get it on the end of the football. No such luck there for him.
Now a throw here to his running back. And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line. On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. And he's taken down. A Chiefs sack. Nick Bolton able to put an end to that play, and in so doing, puts an end to this 3rd quarter. We're back now in KC. So after the sack here, 2nd and 14. It's Dolphin football, but they trail here as we get set for the 4th. Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line. The offense on 3rd down tonight, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Here's Jackson to throw. Out to his left. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Marshawn. Oh, no, he lost the football. And I think they are going to get this one back. Well, that would have been something. Double turnovers. But instead, they'll keep the possession on the INT.